Okay, so what's we're timely as usual. Too bad. So I'll just prepare you. I'm going to be doing something a little different here. I kind of was just wanting to get the theory out yesterday, but today you're going to be tested. So just be prepared. So we'll be going in this session. We'll have the same today. We'll have the same schedule essentially as we did yesterday. In this session, Group A will be playing. We'll be going over Group B's games from last night. Group A, you can just start in your games, and Group B will start going over these games that we have here. As yesterday, remember self-pair and remember the rules. As much as possible, play people you don't play before, and no repeats. And to the extent that you can disperse your opponents in the group widely, that would be good. So, excuse me? Watch the chords here.
Yep.
So this is Jen and Tim. I don't see Jen, but that'll be all right. Okay, very good.
Happened in the game yesterday.
Or
that
morning.
was suggested to happen in the game yesterday.
So, very good. Black is doing just fine. Just converting this invasion into territory and then taking Sente. This is fine. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with this. Black has a substantial advantage. Black is moving on to the attack here. Good morning.
Good morning. We just started. Sorry we're late. So the A group should be going and playing? Is that right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. The others are already getting started. Self-pairing is yesterday.
Okay, so you guys go self-pairing. You guys could play a couple games. This is the same place where we were? Okay, you guys know where it is?
Okay. So this is excellent. Black is taking an attacking position over here. Let's back up a little bit. Now, White, as White often does in a handicap game, is leaving areas incomplete. White doesn't want to start defending here because if White starts defending, he starts losing. So he's saying, I'm not going to defend no matter what. This is a live stone because I'm White and I don't need to defend it. Fine. Black isn't biting on this stone. That's okay. That's okay. Now here, this is a fine move. There's nothing wrong with this, but in this circumstance, this is not that important an area. If I was Black, I would either I might continue on this stone, taking advantage of the fact that White didn't defend it. Just continue collecting this as my area, or Black could play here. Again, it's important.
Black
I'm not
could play
saying.
where?
Oh, let me get the view down. Here, just further consolidating this area.
What
Here.
What do you think of the iron pillar in the center, between those two white stones on the
here?
center bottom? Yeah.
That would be possible too. That certainly is the aim point for White in terms of dealing with this area. That's probably where he's going to play next. That will be fine. It's not that this is a bad move, it's not about that. It's just about keeping the control of the game, not giving white the opportunity to make things more complicated. This is a fine point. This is a little soft, letting white settle in here too easily. It's not particularly bad. With this pattern, there's one thing that's very important, and that is this push is extremely important. And in fact, in this particular game, rather than blocking here, I expect white will do at least one. I would just link across the top rather than focus on the corner here, just to create this strength. By sealing white in here, you see if white plays here, that's not a problem for you. It's a gote move. Once you have sealed white in, this will probably force white, and so you can figure that this is your sente right afterwards. And just getting this power on the board keeps things well in control for you. Okay, there's not really any clear profit behind this move. Black has played an exemplary game to this point in time, but this move is just out of focus, really. Again, you can come back to this idea. You can come back to this idea.
When white touches that stone with 39, do you not like the idea of the Hane to prevent him from linking up to the one on the fourth line?
There is a good move here, but it's a fighting move, and it's a basically small area to begin with. So I like black to play through the large areas first, and then come back here later on. You see, at this point in time, if you look at the balance of strength, it's substantially in black's favor. But if you wait a little while and play through the big areas first, when you come back, it'll be even more in your favor. And so consequently, these kinds of areas where you can predict that there's going to be a fight, I like to wait. I like to come back there later on, after the big areas have been played out. Now you can see that white is well aware of the size of this move. Ooh, come on, let's show a little spirit, man. You have absolutely nothing to be afraid of. Attachments are defensive moves. There's nothing for black to be afraid of here. You're just, he probably has every intention of trying to mess around here, so let him mess. We don't care. That is not a problem. There's any number of ways that black could play here that would be more than satisfactory. From white's perspective, he's got a problem here. He got this one down in sente, and if you look over it, when white is well aware of how much trouble he's in this game. I suppose what white really should do is he should play here. He's got to deal with this area. If he lets black get another move in here, black will have enough territory in this region alone to win the game. So probably white should deal with the big area himself in this way. But maybe faced with black solid play, he's desperate. But in any event, from black's perspective, you have nothing to fear here. Again, you know, everything has to do with the balance of strengths in the area, and much less to do with the strength of the opponent.
You can just draw back right on the third line.
Well, suppose that black calls Atari and then draws back. What is white to do here?
Yeah.
If black blocks here, these two stones drop off. If white taps and then crawls, black just walks out this way. Where's white going? And notice what has happened here is that white has killed himself. After you know, this area gets resolved, when black plays here, if white tries to cling to these two stones, when black pushes down here, white doesn't have two eyes anymore. This whole group dies. And if white plays here, then black calls Atari, and then black blocks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. White can just barely make two eyes there, but these two stones drop off in Sente. So that black just has nothing to fear here. There's no... white position backing this up that would create a problem. If white bites on these stones, which he probably won't, but if he does, he's secure over there. But now black just takes this as his prisoner, and now all of a sudden this is looking like it's not a half bad move. White has turned it into a good move by challenging black in this area, and allowing black to back the move up by turning it into a territorial structure.
Isn't it better to for black to Atari that, yeah, keep going.
Which way?
No, and
If this way?
no, the other way.
This way?
No, the other, what you had last. Yeah.
Okay. That would be this way.
Yes. Now instead of that 57, isn't it better
Uh-huh.
first to lay down the Atari on that?
Here?
Yeah. Is there a
And
reason
you-
not to do that first?
Yeah, it's not forcing.
Okay. Okay, I was thinking it was.
No, these two stones are not keystones. Nobody cares about them. White is is playing this way because he's saving these two stones, not because he's saving this stone. Probably what white will actually do is he'll just simply turn, and now you just extend. But you know, however it works out here, this is turning this into a good move, and this is building up. There's this. It's tough for white. You know, Jin has been playing okay, but this is really not a good move. You can't win a 9-stone handicap game this way. I like A, but if black isn't going to play down, I mean, if white isn't going to play down in this area, then he just has to show a little spunk and play here. The attachment, there's just no way that that's going to return in any profit for him. So you see here that black has just backed off for no good reason. You look at how much black is conceded in this area. Okay. Fine. Good move. It is not bad. Actually, I think that I guess you can play here next. What's he going to do? But be that as it may, this is not bad. Oh, okay. What?
Wrong way.
Well, this was just played as a sacrifice move. What white is intending is that these stones can be taken. I mean, they only have 2 liberties. But white is intending to do this. White is intending to play this way. Be that as it may, there's really nothing for black to be afraid of here. Even if white wins the ko, it doesn't really mean that much, and black has a million ko threats. At the end of the day, white may well do this as a ko threat. And black can just say, fine, I don't care about those stones, I'm not trying to kill you anyway. And white manages to make his life, and now black just locks this area up. That's enough. So black is conceding here unnecessarily.
It's your game.
He's playing pretty well. It's tough. I thought at this stage that this is just inadequate. Although you got a good result here because he backed away. I think it's time to turn over here. And if it's not there, then you just have to gather your courage and just directly invade. The attachment just isn't good enough. I presume that your intention was to cut if he hunted?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you feeling desperate?
A little bit, but
Yeah. I could see you were looking for trying to make a fight, but this area is pretty hopeless. I mean, if he just does this, you got nothing left. You gonna drop these 2 stones and go over the top?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, yeah. But certainly from Black's perspective, although White is walking into this area, Black is far ahead of where he was in the game. Plus, from this point, Black has this, this wedge to aim at. Mhm. Yeah. Okay, in through here. From Black's perspective, I might be a little bit more inclined to descend this way. The descent is right. This is not a place where you want to honey. White's trying to mix it up. This takes his base away more, and you can let him live in here. You don't even care. You just play off of him, and let him do whatever he wants to do, and then you end up in you take Sente at the end of it and play here, and this is just all territory. That's more than adequate. Although it's not that this is bad per se. It's not.
Why wouldn't he extend?
Well, yeah. This move leaves some lingering potential around the 3/3. When you come to lock up, if you lock up here, you give him less to work with. There you go. Okay. Here, this is kind of Black is kind of short of a plan here. What happens if you resist? Let's challenge White here. Let's resist a little bit. He's going to get a little something that can't be helped, but push back. You're going to play here. What does he do? Okay. And now call this Atari. And now connect. Now what happens? Where does he go? What does he do?
Goes to the bathroom and cries?
Even if he can make these stones alive, he's not going to kill anything, he's not going to do anything. The only issue that's